In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Giannis Antetokounmpo and how he is dominating everybody in the NBA. He is a very big, very strong player, so of course, if you're young, definitely go start working out. And part of that is in the book down in the description below called The Hardest Basketball Shooting Workout if you want to be able to shoot the basketball a lot further and in more control. So let's get down, let's check out Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, so first off is this quick slipstream. He gets doubled off of his teammate who ended up not actually setting that screen. He's able to read that and he's able to get a bounce pass down to his teammate along the baseline for a layup. See, Giannis doesn't need to score every single time to be dominant. See, a lot of the times you'll find openings on the court because if you're a good passer and you can get that ball out, if you can get it into the key and then out to the perimeter, you can eventually open up lanes for yourself because people will not be double teaming you anymore. And now we can see that right here. As soon as he gets that ball, he's in attack mode. He's got his head up and he's going to be looking at Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is on his heels. And in the last play that we've seen, the player from one pass away came down to try to cut off his drive. This is no longer happening because he kept on passing the ball out to the perimeter for three-point shots. He now has openings when attacking the basket. And when he attacks the basket, he does a lot of good things right. And that is, first off, if you look at his feet and he's attacking his defender, look at how long his steps really are. He's able to go from here to here to here with 2 steps after the dribble, and then he's able to finish outstretched at the rim. Taking long steps is huge to score. Because if you're taking a whole bunch of small little steps here, guess what? You're a lot slower and you're easier to stop. But if you take big steps, that is huge. Next is the shoulder. And when we look at the shoulder, watch what he does. He gets his shoulder into the chest of that player, and then he's able to use his elbow. We can see just a little bit of it right there to lock that player behind him. He then outstretches, and being able to stretch out and get those layups is the third point, and that is keeping it away from that defender and making it easier to score. Next is always being in attack mode. The first thing with being a really good player is being in attack mode. Always looking to score because then you're always a threat. Here he spins off of Ben Simmons. He tries to get his elbow to lock Ben Simmons behind him, but that just did not happen. And then he plants his right foot as a pivot. He pivots one more time, looking for a little bit of a pass out, or at least a window at least, to pass out to the corner. It's not there. And then he's able to still pivot around. He's able to get his elbow into the midsection of Ben Simmons, remove him from the situation, and then he's able to score. Ben Simmons flopped there, which is why the referee didn't call anything. Now, I coach a player right now who plays very similar to Giannis Antetokounmpo when he's attacking the rim, and these are the things that he does extremely well, and that there's a few people who have pointed it out to him, and he's done a lot of research himself, and that is when you're driving past the defender, you need to get your shoulders below theirs. That's number one. Number two is using your off arm to lock them behind you, which is what we see right there. And then on that last dribble, take large steps, massive big steps, and then being able to finish with left and right hand on both sides of the basket. Here he finishes with his right hand on the left side, and he's able to make that shot, and that all came from being able to get his shoulder into the defender and lower, lock out that player, take a big step, and then finish at the rim. Now, when you're attacking a player who's being physical on you, on your last 2 steps, right, left here, watch what he does. The reason why he plants his outside foot first is so that he can get leverage to go back into his defender. If you're not going to be going into your defender, they're going to block you. You need to be able to create contact with them first before they make contact with you. When you go up, have both hands on the ball, elbows out. It clears space out like there is no tomorrow. And then outstretch at the end, and you can get some easy baskets. This is a perfect drive if you're looking to be dominant. And of course, being able to dribble and take a few amount of dribbles as possible down the court is huge. And I'm teaching my players this right now. To go from this free throw line to the other end of the court, how many dribbles does he take? Well, let's count. He takes one dribble to start. He's scanning the floor, looking at who he can pass to. There's currently nobody open. The score is tight with a little bit of time left in the third quarter. So what does he do? He's taken that one dribble, he's taken a second dribble now, and now he's angled his body. He is about 50 degrees off the ground with his shoulders, which means that he is in full-out attack mode. That's his second dribble. Third dribble is at half. How many dribbles does it take to go from half all the way down court? So he's taken 3 dribbles to get to half. How many dribbles now? 1, 2. It's taken him 2 dribbles to go from the half-court line to the three-point line. Now, because he takes such long steps, and you can do this too, everyone who's in high school or older should be able to take 2 steps from the three-point line. This is 1 step, 2 steps, and then he outstretches to get to that rim. He's got longer arms than his defenders, and that's why he's able to make those shots. So he's taken 5 dribbles altogether to go from this free throw line to that three-point line there. Could he have taken 2 dribbles here and 2 here? Yes. But he took 3 here to scan the court first to see who is open. When he went in 100% attack mode, he did 2 dribbles to get from the half-court line to the rim. Because the fewer amount of dribbles, the faster you're going to be to get to that rim. And while people may say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is not the greatest shooter at all, he can still hit them at an okay rate, at a good enough rate to say that, yes, I'm going to take this shot because I want the defense to be honest. Because now, if he hits 1, maybe 2 of these three-point shots with a defender allowing him to do so, because what happens is if a defender gives you space, then what happens is now he's cutting off your ability to drive. Because now you've got more time to cut off his drive. If you're able to shoot, that brings the defender out and it doesn't allow him to have the time to cut off your drive. Which means that now you're going to be able to get to the rim much easier because you shot 3-point shots. So if you're looking to become a dominant player, definitely this video better help you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.